You're showing up on Instagram, you're posting consistently, and yet you're still struggling to turn those followers into paid clients. Keep watching because in this video, I'm going to teach you how to sell on Instagram in 2022. What up, familia? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am your host, Jennifer Morilla. This YouTube channel is for creators, coaches, and entrepreneurs who are looking to grow by using social media. If that's right up your alley, then I want you to go ahead and give me a thumbs up. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button where I drop my videos every single week. So in this video, I'm gonna share with you 4 tips to potentially create some bomb-ass content, maybe give your Instagram page a refresher, and potentially convert those followers into paid clients. Let's do this. So tip number 1. Optimizing your bio. And while you think that the bio is not important, it is the most important part of your Instagram page simply because the bio is SEO friendly, which means that depending on the keywords that you use to potentially work or call in your ideal clients, that page, your Instagram page, could be found on Google. So besides not only making sure that you've labeled your page so that your ideal client knows exactly what they're looking for, I also want you to add a call to action. So this could be the link to your website, a link to a publication, maybe a link to a blog post, or maybe even just a link so that people can book calls with you directly from just going to your Instagram. So this leads me to tip number 2, using Reels to build brand awareness. So there's 2 types of content I want you to create for Reels. There's the Reels content specifically, like very specific to your niche, which means you can use a trending sound and you can only reference something that like only your ideal client would know exactly what you were talking about. And the other reel I want you to create is a very broad reel. It's almost like casting a fishing net when you go fishing and it collects all those fishes. That's the idea of those reels, is to talk about your topic within your niche, but it be very broad. So even if your ideal client were to come around, it's still within your realm. So a perfect example of that is like, instead of me focusing on business owners who are launching or creating multiple 6 figures, I'd probably create, that would be a more specific niche, whereas another reel could be just creating a reel about entrepreneurship and mindset about entrepreneurship or making money. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Because then that brings us to tip number 3, is you would think it's so much easier, but you would be surprised. So it's adding hooks and call to actions on any of your posts. I'm referring to reels, I'm referring to stories, and I'm referring to an actual post, any kind of post. What I mean by adding a hook or call to action is literally adding a hook at the very beginning of whatever it is that you are going to say or write, and then making sure that you're ending it very clearly with the call to action, giving your audience a direct question or direction in which they need to go to. So for example, something that always comes up for a call to action is leave a comment below if this resonates with you. How many times have you seen that, right? Try to get really creative when you're coming up with a call to action that refers directly with what you're talking about or refers to exactly what your ideal client needs to hear. When I'm referring to a hook, I'm referring to that phrase, that comment that you say automatically to catch your audience's attention and hold their attention. And while I understand that it is really difficult to do this sometimes, really ask yourself, what are my ideal clients' struggles and what are the best results? And those results are the hooks that you use. This leads us to last but not least, tip number 4. Okay, so this one, a topic that I get asked all the time. Jen, how do you feel about selling in the DMs? And I gotta be honest, you guys, I am a huge fan of selling in the DMs. But before I let your mind get carried away, let me explain myself. When I say sell in the DMs, I'm not referring to sending cold emails and telling people to buy your products, join your Facebook page, download your freebie, especially if this person has never even heard of you and you're just coming out of nowhere. Like, of course nobody's gonna convert because you're annoying, so don't do that. So my biggest recommendation and what I tell all of my clients is when you're selling in the DMs, nurture those relationships. Ask somebody how they're doing, ask somebody how their business is going, how you can support them, if there's anything they'd love to see from you. A lot of the times what I do on Instagram is I get you guys to ask me questions and then I create videos on YouTube for you guys. And so I think this is a perfect example for you to not only be able to create content, speak directly to your ideal client, but really nurture relationships and get to know people, and then also be able to close deals. Now, I wanna know, if you are interested in hearing how to actually close deals in the DMs, what I would love for you to do is shoot me a comment below and say DMs, please, and I will create a special video only on how to strategically sell in the DMs. Well, you guys, there you have it. This concludes my 4 tips to selling on Instagram in 2022. If you love this video, do me a favor and give me a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe because I will see you next week. But until next time, my friends, I hope you have a beautiful and blessed life and I will see you soon. Take care. Bye.